It's been over 9 months since the Shapeshifter Invasion was first introduced to Goodgame Empire, and still not a day goes by when I don't get a message asking me to make a video tutorial about it. Here's why I haven't done that so far. The event is really easy and poorly designed. The only thing that you have to know to do reasonably well in it is to turn on full hardcore attack mode and send tiny attacks of 32 troops. You will lose your attackers, but you will get a fair amount of points and currencies, which can be put towards the fairly good rewards that are associated with the event. And that's it. There are a few bonus tips, so let me go ahead and share those. When you attack a Shapeshifter camp, you will be getting Shapeshifter charms, which can be used to purchase rewards such as the Apprentice Summoner. The Apprentice Summoner is a pretty good commander. It is better than the Invader commander in almost every way. It is, however, a 9-piece set, so if you have really good regular gems, you will be putting those on the Invader commander instead. So if you want to get it, great. If not, maybe you'll go for the level 14 base food production build item. There are some good rewards associated with the Shapeshifter Invasion, which is kind of lame because it's the weakest event in my personal opinion. Also, when you attack a Shapeshifter tent, or camp rather, you will be entered into the reward pool for Shapeshifter insignias. Only your best score counts in this reward pool. So remember, your camps will be refreshed every day, you'll get a new chance to attack them, etc., etc. If you go hard on day one by spying all of your camps, picking only the biggest, and sending maybe even full attacks in hardcore mode to get more Shapeshifter charms, that's how you earn the most Shapeshifter insignias. However, I don't recommend sending full attacks in hardcore mode because you will lose all of your troops and tools. That to me does not seem worth it, but you do you. I might consider sending a full attack against a Shapeshifter camp if I spied it and saw that it had a moderate amount of defenders and a very poor defense setup. If the camp had 12,000 defenders, however, I wouldn't send a full attack against that one because no matter the setup, you're going to get crushed in the courtyard, so just keep that in mind. So if you get a high score on day one, that will count for every day in the event, and then you can just sit back and send 32-man attacks without spying. What else? You should probably be using high-level PvP commanders when you attack Shapeshifter camps. That will get you a few more points, and you should be using attack troops, not defense troops. It also pays to attack overnight when other users might be sleeping, because the Shapeshifter camps are actual other players, but the horn won't appear to their alliance members, so they won't be texted to get on to change their attack setup, and most players don't care about incoming Shapeshifter horns anyways, because once again, it's a really poorly designed event that doesn't give defenders much of an incentive to change their defenses. But yes, defenders do get a few Shapeshifter charms, so do with that information what you will. Is there anything else? We can talk about the Shapeshifter Master Summoner set, which is a very powerful commander. I personally do not have it yet. I have not been as engaged with the event as some players say I should be, but I find it very boring, so that's my excuse. Anyways, I'll throw the stats for that commander set up on the screen now. It should be obvious why it's very good. You can also use the gems either for the Apprentice Commander or the Master Commander to put on the Shadow King, for example. I made a video about that. You can check it out here, and that will give you a very powerful NPC set, and you can actually convert that to a PvP set as well, but you won't have any melee combat strength. You'll have to send all ranged soldiers. There are some specific attack setups that work well for an attack like that, but that is beyond the scope of today's video. Is there anything else? Well, yes, you can spend a lot of rubies to buy extra attack runes or point boosters. I don't recommend you do so. They seem ridiculously priced. I personally am not going to do so just to test it out to see if it's worth buying, because I am sure it is not. Anything else? I don't really think so. The other event rewards don't seem worth purchasing. Goodgame Studios was considering, in fact they were planning, to introduce a very powerful Castellan set available for charms in the charm shop, but after the community kind of gave the unanimous feedback that that set was way too powerful, they took it out. So maybe keep a lookout on the charm shop to see if it reappears with slightly different stats in the near future. I imagine there will also be a forum post. Another example of how the event is really poorly designed is I don't think it's ever worth it to attack in regular mode, in other words with hardcore turned off. If you do so, you will not lose any troops, right, when you attack in regular mode, but you won't be able to get as many points as just sending a 32-man attack in hardcore mode. So once again, there's no point to not attack in hardcore mode. I mentioned earlier that the Shapeshifter camps reset every day, and you have a new opportunity to attack them. They also reset a few hours before the event ends because that's a new day. So if you're online during that time, be sure to send another wave of attacks and collect a few more free Shapeshifter charms. Ideally, you should be doing that every day so you can just accumulate points over time and purchase the rewards you want when you have enough points for them. That's really all of the information I have for you regarding the Shapeshifter Invasion. I know a lot of players are a lot more enthused about it than I am, and therefore probably have more knowledge that they could share, and I hope that they will do so in the comment section down below. But for me, that is all I can give you, and that means we are done for today. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. I've been Brior. That was Out of Order.